Watch this man explain how Galileo had a beef with a pope.
Here's the same thing with like Galileo, for example.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking, you were saying that like the church is seen as like very rigid and dogmatic and like legalistic in our current memory, but it wasn't really that way. Like they obviously had lines you shouldn't cross. And I believe, and I'm going to probably butcher some parts of this, but Galileo is basically talking about heliocentrism. And he was building on the work of Copernicus. And so Galileo's like, I'm going to publish this whole thing about heliocentrism and how the sun is actually the center of the universe and the earth goes around it, as opposed to the geocentric model where it puts God's jewel, the creation of mankind, at the center. And the Pope, I forget who it was basically like, hey, Galileo, you can publish this if you want. Just do me a favor. Make sure you say that like the earth has a creation. You can't say that it's eternal, because then that kind of like undermines God. Also, while you're at it, make sure that like you just put God like at the center of this. Like, God put the sun here. Like, just make it about God. Like, you don't. And he was kind of like brokering a deal, and Galileo was like, yeah, for sure, I got you. And then when Galileo publishes this specific text, he does it in a dialogue. And he makes Galileo himself, and then he makes the dumb guy that he's interlocuting with the Pope. And so then as a result, the Pope is like, bro, like I just told you, like, be cool about this. You can publish your thing. And so then the Pope had to come down on him and be like, all right, bro, like, you're under house arrest. And then locks him up. And when you hear it in that way, you're like, oh, Galileo was kind of being a dickhead. Whereas the story that we're kind of told is like, Galileo was fighting for the truth, and the church was trying to suppress freedom, and that it was the church is the bad guy and they look stupid. When it's kind of that, but not really. Is that a fair retelling? You can correct me.
That's pretty much totally accurate. And I think a lot of it has to do, well, I mean, this is now getting like tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but like obviously America is founded by like Protestant settlers. It's set up.
Freaking Protestants.
These Protestants, dude.